check in with the good doctor, Dr. Alex Apostle from the Shelton School District. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Spencer.
Good morning.
Great to be here.
Let's just do a quick rundown here. Today wraps up all the conferences, so it is an hour and a half early release today. And, of course, there's no school on Veterans Day on Monday, and there's a school board meeting on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, yes.
Carn Leaf and I from the EDC jaunted up to the Mini Dome this week and was awash with kids and business and industry and service, armed service at the Career Expo. It was a huge turnout.
Yeah, it was a huge success. And, what's really great about this particular one is all students were involved from the high school, and we had speakers in the building doing their individual little conferences with kids. But what's really great is that the expo is very consistent with Graduation Matters Shelton and our pathway development, academy development, where students can see themselves being successful in the world and having a number of different options. And I really appreciate the community coming forward, and Don Wielander and the Shelton High School staff and district staff for putting such a magnificent program together. So I thank the speakers that exchanged with our students. I thank the businesses and community for their participation. And from what I've heard, there's still additional people that want to partake next year, and so it's a huge event.
So when we were there, we saw the pictures that Don posted of the day before and the huge setup, and then when we were kind of chit-chatting at the conclusion of our visit up there, he's like, oh yeah, man, we're full up. And, oh, by the way, we had like another 5 to 7 people show up this morning that we had to find room for.
Right.
And it wasn't just, your local businesses, Peninsula Credit Union, our community credit union, the hospital, whatever. But it was a ton of university and post-high school educational.
Right.
There was some Thurston County representation. I say intercity transit there. Mason Transit, of course, was there too with Kathy. But it wasn't kind of just like your normal business expo. Well, let's just, we're close with businesses in the chamber or something, so we're going to call our local people and just fill this thing up. It was a wide swath. In addition to that, all the correction center, state patrol, the Shelton City, so the police were there, the county sheriff was there, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. I mean, it was really a good eye-opener. And as I look at those types of things, and I've been there before doing them on the booth side, and I know that you give out to the kids some sheets of paper that say, well, if you go and you shake a hand or if you dress up, then it kind of you get school class credit or something. But I can see how with this continuation of the CTE push and what you're going to do after you're done with us in the Shelton School District, these kids are looking at this in a whole new way.
Absolutely, Jeff. And what we're trying to do is have students look beyond even the high school experience and see themselves in the world in a very positive way, that there's a place for them, and that they have to work hard and work smart, and they have to come to school every day and do what they need to do, but there's a future for them out there, and that's what we need to do. We need to motivate and inspire our kids to keep going, and working hard is a key to being successful. And talking to the people that they did this past week, I think opens their eyes to possibilities, and that's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. We want our students to graduate from high school with a great number of options.
You got the trades, the technology that they're exposed to that I never was growing up is really exciting, and all sorts of fields that couldn't have existed back then.
Absolutely. And, another thing we're pushing real hard on, and we're not giving up the dream, is establishing a trades academy, which, again, is going to be very supportive of students that have different interests, and we're not giving up on that effort. We want to make sure that we're exerting as much energy and effort to create a trades academy right along with what we were experiencing with the Career Expo.
Saw some pretty exciting work being done on some of the athletic fields here. The baseball diamonds are being ripped up and ready to go.
Right. We're starting in, and, that's about $15 million of improvements on our athletic complex, and everything's going to be ready to go by the fall of 2020. So we're going to pick up steam in that regard. It's wonderful with what's going on. And, of course, the YMCA, that was quite a celebration this week.
Yeah.
A lot of great things happening in Shelton. I think the city and Rob Wilson House with his committee in terms of the Y, and Kyle Cronk. Things are moving in Shelton in the right direction. And what's really great, it's all about our kids and our community and our school district. It's great to
These generational changes. And again, when I was speaking with Corin, and we're talking about the things the school district is up to, or the fact that the Y is coming into town. And when businesses are looking to come in, they're not just looking at the proposed or perceived workforce. They, as like the CEO or the big bosses, they want to know that if they're moving there or they're going to have industry here, they want to be sure that the kids, even their own personal kids, like from their own kids' perspective, they're going to be getting good education. You're not going to come into an area. You're not going to plunk down $1 gazillion to build this new factory that makes widgets if the CEO or the CEO's family sits down and goes, I just don't know if this is going to be a great fit for us and for the kids.
Absolutely. As a school district, we've had a lot of good things happen, but quite honestly, we've got a lot of work to do. I know we can be much better than we are, and we're day by day, we are getting better. We want to raise our test scores. We want to raise attendance. We want to raise graduation rates. And our principals and our teachers are well aware of that we're looking for great improvement beginning this year in all of those areas that I've just mentioned. But again, we've done a lot of good things, but we've got a long ways to go.
Sure. Dr. Apostle, good to see you. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you and Spencer.
Take care.
Have a good weekend.
That was a pleasure.
Thank you.